Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt, and we do a lot of things here, mostly beer-related stuff. But tonight we are going to be doing some of the unboxings that we tend to do from time to time that come from all y'all. Viewers of the channel, brewers, viewers, all kinds of people send off beers to the channel from time to time. Some are newcomers. Some are old schoolers. Sometimes you're getting them by the truckload, and sometimes they're new people venturing out into the beer mail world, and that's what we're going to be doing, a bit of a duo here tonight, because I got two beer mails today. Yeah, one I didn't know was coming from our boy Corey. Corey from up Connecticut way. You know him, you love him. He's been featured on here quite a bit. He's sent beer mails probably every month or two, probably for a year or two now. I'm not quite sure. New up is Cameron from Wisconsin. Yeah, kind of pumped to dive into all that. So we'll just let a couple people filter in. We'll chit the chats. We have Mercy Beers chiming in, saying, good evening. Big win for Arsenal next week, ? Big win for Arsenal all the past weeks. You know what I mean? You're talking about a 2-1 drubbing, or 2-0 drubbing of Crystal Palace. And then they kind of took Leicester to the outhouse. Leicester, however you want to say it. It could have been easily 5-0. It ended up 4-2. Could have been worse than that. But yeah, it's been an awesome start to the season. Not just from a winning perspective, because 2 games is 2 games is 2 games. But man, Arsenal look good across the board. I mean, the attack looks honestly scary. Scary good. Scary good. Defensively, not that, we gave up a couple goals. Sure, the one was an old goal from Saliba. But man, it was, it's been pretty good. I mean, our midfield is a little bit kind of, I don't want to say it's thin, because I think we have a kind of I don't know. Not thin, but we don't have the depth that we have at other places. Talking from attack, if Saka's not clicking, or Gabriel Jesus, and with Martinelli looks fantastic, but then you can have Nketiah come off the bench. I think from that perspective, that's the most dangerous attack we've had for quite some time. Our midfield, I think Partey's great. I think Odegaard is fantastic. I think I'm going to get myself an Odegaard jersey this year. Defensively, I think is probably one of the coolest kind of places we've made a bunch of headway, because you have to understand, as an Arsenal fan, a year or two ago, it was, okay, our starters were Mustafi, and who else is in there? Man, there's a lot of crappy. Lichtsteiner was in there for a bit. Who was the guy? Oh God, man, why can't I remember names? I don't know why. But we had such a horrible defensive presence, and even coming into last year, we were quite a bit thin, missing Tierney, and with Tomiyasu going down, it was a lot of Cedric, who is Socrates. There you go. Not Socrates. Who's the other guy I'm thinking of? Who's Mesut Ozil's BFF guy? Who's that again? Matthew will tell me, because Matthew remembers, because I don't have a great memory when it comes to that. It was the guy, remember when Mesut Ozil got in a fight with the knife people? He's the guy who actually helped him out in the fight and pretty much stood up. I forget his goddamn name. Anyway, I remember the details, I just don't remember the names. But now it's such a crazy turnaround to where our defense is Kasalnich, yeah, it's such a crazy turnaround now defensively, because it's you have Zinchenko, which is, I think he's great. I don't think he's going to be the best thing in the history of mankind, but you take somebody who's played in the Premier League, played at Man City, and you plug him right into the team. Same thing with Jesus. There's no learning curve. There's no wake-up period. It's like, okay, we know this. You throw them in there. You have that middle now with Saliba and Gabriel. And then, on the other end of things, when you're talking about having substitutes kind of coming in, and you're talking about now you can pull a Tierney and now you can pull Tomiyasu and you have all these great defensive players, all these great attacking options. I'm not saying we can't win the league. Well, we could, but we're not going to. I think third is kind of like very hyper realistic. Two's kind of a push, but you never know with Liverpool. They've had a little rocky start at the beginning of the year. We'll see. There's a reason why I'm wearing this. I'm very, very upbeat. So we'll see what's what. Anyway, we have Matthew Trevin when I couldn't remember. Palace, yeah, but Everton's currently playing 0 strikers. Okay. Mercy Beers, have you watched any Arsenal Amazon series yet? Personally, looking forward to the Wrexham documentary. I'm a sucker for those things. In the United States, we have what's called Hard Knocks for the NFL. That's been going on for, God, how long has Hard Knocks been going on? Probably 10 to 15 years. So I've always been a sucker for inside looks, but I was always, kind of a little trepidation towards it. Not gonna lie, I like it. I like it quite a bit. I think it's done really well. I think it gives insight, and some of the stuff has been a little bit creepily kind of foreshadowing for this season. When Arteta was talking about how, like, when a player has a fault, has an issue, makes a mistake, there's nothing gained from riding that player, riding him to the ground, and making him feel like shit. Obviously, if you have the Mustafis, the Socrates, the Kasalnic of the world that could repeatedly make mistakes, that's different. But when a player, honest to God, just makes a mistake, and I didn't mean to do that, he literally said, we got to hoist those players up, we got to prop those players up. And, like, literally, Saliba, who has just taken the team by epic storm, and just how great he's played, not just because he's there. He has that own goal, which is like he has to do that. If he does not do that, I think Vardy gets in. Or was it Madison? I think it was Vardy that the ball was coming into. And if he doesn't get that, it goes in. So he has to try to do that. He's not the best header in the world, but he does that own goal. And not only if you want to go back, it's really, really cool. If you didn't watch the game or didn't pay that close of attention, if you actually go back and listen to the game. And after that home goal goes in, when Saliba touched the ball for the first time, in the build-up to the score, when we scored 90 seconds later, the whole crowd goes crazy and cheers that he touched it. So it was like this building, lifting up, propping moment. So it was really, really cool. Let's see. Cheers. What's going on, Felix? How's Canada treating you? And it says, yeah, Liverpool has just lost their minds at the beginning of the season. We will spend the rest of the season chasing our tail, Man City, because why would we make it easy? Yeah, there seems to be, I think Liverpool's going to finish second. Man City's just a juggernaut, obviously, but I do feel like there's a little bit of kind of like, I don't know, there's a little bit of kind of nerviness there. It's not Man United level nervousness. Man United, I think, is going to go. Remember when Chelsea under Mourinho was like in relegation zone for like the first half of the season? I kind of feel like that might happen to Man United, so that should be pretty fun. Yeah. You're still such a great squad. It was sucked that you had to pick between Salah and Mane. You have to pick Salah in that situation. But I think that's a little bit of a blow, and we'll see how that goes. But anyway, what other stuff we want to do before the unboxing? She Shed is coming along. The Massive Beer Shed is coming along. I'm taking my grand old time doing the spackling and drywall. All the drywall's done. I'm like literally 3/4 of the way done doing all the mudding and spackling. It's taking longer because I hate doing it. And with the kiddo and me and my kids now, we'll get to that in a minute. My kid's, 17 months tomorrow. He's active. He's running. He's moving. He's kind of just a whirling dervish of fun. So bulk of my time is, spending time with my kid and, spending time with my family and working and stuff like that. So I can't really, I get about a day and a half maybe as opposed to when my kid was a little bit more or less mobile. I was probably getting in like 2.5 to 3 days of work a week. And it's coming along nice. I can't wait to get to the point where it is completely spackled, mudded. Somebody's outside with a chainsaw or something. And sanded, so I can start painting and start getting stuff in there. Because, like I said, this is going to be my son's room, so that will be coming soon. Speaking of coming soon, Beer Tuba Palooza 2022 edition is just about a month away. It's going to be the weekend of the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, I believe, of September. Yes, 23rd, 24th, 25th of September. End of September. It's going to be not held here. It's going to be held in Albany, New York, very, very close to Kyle from No Hate Beer Reviews. We basically, it got a bit too much for me to do it all on my own anymore, and I said, well, let's just do it in the middle somewhere. So we're doing it in Albany, which is like pretty much Kyle's new hometown after he moved out of Binghamton. So we already have an Airbnb booked. We have a bunch of people coming. I'm actually going to make a long weekend of it. Been kind of tossing an idea back and forth of going up with my wife and the kid on a little kind of pseudo vacation. She's like, I think I just want to stay closer to home. She's still not comfortable going that far with the kid. So I made sure it's okay for me to kind of leave and head out. And I'm going to be heading up to Albany and spending Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday up that way. I'm going to be hitting a bunch of breweries. Obviously, hit a bunch of breweries on the way up. I know for a fact Swords is the main focus of it. Main reason for that is because not a lot of breweries are open on Thursday, especially earlier in the day. It looks like Swords, their outdoor tap room, is open only on Thursdays and Fridays, and I think it opens at like 1 o'clock, so I'm going to definitely hit Swords up. And just kind of noodle around the Albany area on Thursday and Friday night. And then obviously do a little bit of Beer Tuba Palooza on Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm heading home. I don't know where I'm going to go yet as far as breweries go. Kind of wanted to hit a couple breweries, but I've been looking at the road map and how I come home and where I could go. I think I'm just going to make a straight shot home and hit the breweries that I wanted to hit while going up there. But I'm going to be running a little late on Sunday because pretty much booked the podcast. It's been a while since I released one of the podcast interviews with the brewer. Booked the podcast with a brewery that is close to Albany. I'll let you guess on who that brewery might be. I got in contact with them a while ago, actually, to see if they'd do it. They were totally into it, but it's hop selection time this time of year. And he's like, the owner is like, get back to me. He's like, I'll let you know if I'm going to be in the area because I just might not be out in hop selection. I guess, lo and behold, this is hop selection week, or the week of Beer Tuba Palooza is. But he's going to be back on Saturday. So we're going to sit down, hammer out some details. He said he'd do it on Sunday, but we haven't picked a time yet. So coming home with a podcast too. Then we'll head home and probably hit just a couple breweries that, I haven't been to. Ober Creek, I think I might try to stop there. May hit Swords again on the way home. Who knows? Probably Plan B, stuff like that. Breweries I really enjoy. Last but not least, before we get into the unboxing, my son. My son's awesome. 17 months. He's tipping all the scales, and then like the super advanced thing, except when it comes to speech. He's a little bit behind there. It's not behind. He's average when it comes to that. Has a couple words under his belt. Very good communicator about what he wants, but everything else, height, weight, everything, walking, running, craziness about everything he's doing is fantastic. I love him so much. I took him in the pool for the first time this weekend. It was absolutely bonkers. We had a great time. He's just so cool, man. He's just so freaking cool. And I would say about 2-3 weeks ago, we kind of got over a hurdle of being grumpy all the time. I think he's been teething like a maniac. He almost has probably has a half, if not a little bit more, of all his teeth already. And it seems like a couple of molars came in, and he's had a little bit of a reprieve when it came to that. And he's been so happy and so fun and so... the dude is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anyway. Back to Adam here for a quick second. Also recommend Peter Crouch non-lean documentary on Discovery Plus. Not sure if that's on a U.S. version. I actually just canceled Discovery Plus. I had it and I was watching a bunch of old Cutthroat Kitchen recipe episodes, and then I didn't use it for almost 3 months. And I'm like, why am I paying for this? But I'll try to steal it from some torrent site or something like that. Unless you're fucking with me, because you could definitely be doing that. So anyway, let's get to some unboxings. So like I said, this first one comes from Cameron. And this is actually a really cool kind of beer mail because his dad turned him on to the channel how weird is that? Like, I've actually had fathers telling their sons to watch me. I find that absolutely amazing. He actually wrote, he was like, hey, Massive, really enjoy watching your videos more lately, mystery beer reviews. My dad introduced me to your channel a few months ago, so I had the idea to put a few beers set aside. Most from my home state that I wanted to send you out to you if we can make that happen. And I don't know if all these are going to be mystery beers, but we're going to find out. Let's see. Let's just dive into this sucker. Let's open it up. Keep it at an angle so you guys can't see all the important deets, or I could just rip it off because that would be smarter. Don't want to give up the important information of my viewers. That would be very much poopy of me. Although most of them don't really care. So we'll see. So we got a sweet Amazon Prime box here. That's the old Cutarooski. I don't know if these are all mystery beers. That would be great. Just because I have had a ton of mystery beers, and it was like I did them pretty much 2 a week for several years. And with my slowdown on beer reviews and less beer mails and stuff, it's just I don't get them as much. So when I get them, they're a little bit extra specialer. That's a word. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, card. Matt with 2 T's though. We'll see how we make out. Let's put this over to the side. Read before opening rest of package. Uh-oh, hopefully there's no anthrax in there. That's how you open it. That's how you open it. There we go. Okay, note time. Ooh. Handwritten notes. Okay. Let's see. It says, hey, Matt, with 2 T's. By now you probably know where I'm from the shipping label. I've numbered all the beers, and the first 3 are breweries in Wisconsin. Tipping his hand, I knew they were from Wisconsin. Happy to have the opportunity to send you these out to you, and may send more in the future. Keep up the good work, and I hope you enjoy. P.S. Wrong side of London, my man. London will always be blue. At least we both have hate Spurs. Come say it with me, up the Chelsea. As a Chelsea fan, see, it's at this point of the show I would usually be like, well, at least the owner of my club isn't a war criminal, but that's over. I can't pull that fucking rabbit out of the hat anymore. I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I don't hate Chelsea. I hate Chelsea the past 15 or so years when Abramovich owned them, just because they just bought pretty much their titles without a lot of homegrown stuff. And that's just me just being angry because we haven't won a title in a while. So anyway, and John Terry, honestly, without John Terry, we would have never got Abu Dhabi kicking John Terry in the face and almost killing him. So for that, I love Chelsea because we got to experience that. So I believe we're dealing with all mystery beers here. We have a Chelsea Football Club towel. Yeah, sometimes I will run out of toilet paper. I have something to wipe my bum with now. Michael Lebinsky actually chiming in saying, Wisconsin represent. That boy is from Wisconsin, apparently. And it says, anything from Eagle Park or Brewing Project. Mike, we actually won't know at all. Because apparently these are all mystery beers. They're all beers that are wrapped to the point where we actually don't know what they are. So I'm going to have to review them and find out what they are. As you can see, that be one. Now, I don't know. I'll have to ask Cameron about this. He's got these numbered, and he actually listed off in here that he has them numbered. He says, I numbered all the beers, and the first 3 are breweries in Wisconsin. I wonder if I'm supposed to drink these in order. I know some people, I just number them just to number them. Because a lot of people like to number their mystery beers because they like to kind of know what's coming. You know, when I go to review, they go, oh, okay, this is this one. I wonder how he's going to do. Keep cold. So this is apparently a pastry sour that will explode if I don't keep it cold. Number 4 is number 4. These are wrapped really, really nice. Oh, mystery beers in the bottle. Love me some mystery beers in the bottle. So he said the first 3 from Wisconsin. If I get a bottle, and it's from somebody from Wisconsin. I almost automatically assume that one's going to be New Glarus, obviously. But there you go. 5 mystery beers. I love it. 5 mystery beers. I'm not posting mystery beers. Actually, you want to know one of the best things about having a kid now? You just find random balls everywhere. So I have a baby gate at the end of my room here, so he can't come in here because I got, glasses and wires and cables and all kinds of stuff. So, but he comes over and he drops these in my room all the time. So it makes my little heart flutter when I see these little balls in my room. Anyway, Cameron, this is very, very cool. Let me know if I'm supposed. I don't know if I'm supposed to drink these in order. I'm not going to do one tonight. Maybe if I do, I'll just do number 1. Make it safe. But this is pretty awesome. I appreciate not just you sending off mystery beers, but reaching out, giving me a little bit of Chelsea memorabilia in case I need to, like I said, wet my bum. And thank your dad for cluing you in. Good on you. You got a great dad, apparently. Might not be the smartest guy in the world. He listens to me, but that was a joke. But thank you very much, dude. Very cool. I'm super pumped to dive into these, and it's very awesome. Very cool. That's all I got. I'm not a master of words. I'm often, as my friend Augie Carton of Carton Brewing says quite often, always confident, often wrong. That's how you do it in life. So let's take this. Let's take this. Let's take these and throw these down here. Let's get on to the second beer mail of the night. This comes from our boy Corey from Connecticut. And this is quite heavy. This boy has sent beer mails aplenty. He knows how to pack them. And this sucker has quite the density to it. So I'm kind of curious to see what we have going on in here. Almost certainly all cans. Just because that's when you do these UPS shippers, it's almost... You almost want to just do all cans because they fit perfectly in these fit or if it fits, it ships boxes. So let's take this. Throw this down here. And then we'll just start. Okay, Treehouse. Treehouse, baby. We have Big Guava from Treehouse. This is an American double IPA coming at 8.2%. It says Big Guava is haze conditioned atop heaps of guava, puree, and freeze-dried guava. Yeah, looking good. It's been a while since I had a Treehouse jam. Very excited for that. Thank you, brother. Last beer mail he sent off, I believe, was extremely Fox Farm centric, in that I believe it was probably all Fox Farm. Another Treehouse, King Canopy. Treehouse is actually one of the places I want to kind of hit coming home, but it's just, it takes my drive and turns it from like 3 hours to like 5.5 hours. Same thing with OEC. OEC was the big one I wanted to go to, and the same thing. It's like, add it half an hour, 45 minutes, fine, but 2.5 hours? I don't know if I could do that. King Canopy is a rendition of King Julius, featuring a blend of peach and mango puree along with heaps of each in freeze-dried form. These freeze-dried fruited jammers from Treehouse, is this now a thing they do quite often? I'm kind of curious. You Treehouse junkies out there, please let me know. Do we have an old school Julius in here just for funskies? Oh my god. Oh, it's a King Julius. I've reviewed this before. Maybe we'll review it again. Maybe we'll just drink it. King Julius is a landmark American double IPA by Treehouse Brewing and Company, brewed to an exceptional, flavorful, juicy, and hop-saturated beer without rough edges or abrasiveness. I saw that Treehousey can kind of thing. Got a little excited. I never reviewed it. It's been a while since I've had it. Side note. And did you see that Untapped thing where it was like the top 5 double IPAs and they're all Treehouse beers? That was a pretty fun shitstorm that I saw people dealing with this week. Okay. Packing. Another Treehouse. This is another one of those King Island King instead of King Canopy. As you can see here, Island King's rendition of King Julius. Maybe that's the point here. We're doing a bunch of side-by-sides. That's what it is. It's at least a 3-way side-by-side. I get what you're laying down here, Corey. I gotcha. Is a mango and guava puree in heaps of freeze-dried form. Yeah. So basically we're talking about, we have peach and mango, and then we have mango and guava. I get what Corey's trying to do to me here, and I like it. I like it. This is a treehouse box, apparently. Double Nectarus. Double, just so you can see what's going on there. Double Nectarus. It says here, really hard to read. Double Nectarus is an American double IPA brewed with studious selection of fruit-forward American hops and bountiful blend of tropical fruit puree. Man, this is just fruit puree craziness. You got their tie-dye hipness going on here. Next we have, is this a treehouse beer? It looks different. Nope, it's treehouse. This is a creamsicle beer. Mini creamsicle. Mini 5.2% creamsicle beer. I am listening. Mini creamsicle is a rendition of Julie-ish, featuring a careful dose of whole vanilla beans utilized to impart a subtle and pleasing undertone of vanilla upon a base upon the beer. Base beer. Upon the base beer. Words are hard. I actually like that label. It's very much kind of like not treehousey, very kind of other halfy. I can dig it. That has me, I'm going to tell you right now, most intrigued about that 5% kind of lactose beer. More mystery beer. We got the tinfoil treatment on this, son. Look at that. Oh, tinfoil treatment. I'm going to guess there's one more in here. I'm guessing the other one is a mystery. Yes. Because they're right next to each other on the bottom. So I got 2 mystery beers. This is awesome. If you count, I'm not trying to rip it. Full disclosure, that tape stuck there, so I'm just gonna. It broke through. It broke through. I don't know what's going on there. I haven't seen it. I won't look at it. I can't see anything. I can see the color of the can, but the tape. Full disclosure, I will cover that. So it's teal. I don't know what that means. Anyway, this is awesome. Thank you very much, Corey, for, let's see, Cameron's dad here. He says you don't need to go in numerical order. There you go, Brick and Mortar Brewing Company. Would love to see one review tonight, if possible. Who am I to not do one of those? I'm gonna pick a rando. No, I'm gonna pick not a rando. I'm gonna pick number 3 from Wisconsin because I don't know. I kind of want to drink that one. We're not going to do it here. I'll do it live. I'll do a live mystery beer. I'm going to put this in the fridge. So it was sitting in my fridge almost all day in the box. From about 2 in the afternoon till now. So it's not like warm by any stretch of imagination. I just want to get a little bit cold. So I'll do that after this. I'll set up a live video. I'll let that cool down just a little bit. And then maybe in about half an hour after I'm done with this live stream, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour later, we'll do a live mystery beer. How about that? I am one to oblige. But this is very cool. Thank you very much, Corey. Treehouse, definitely going to do this side by sides here. This sucker has me intrigued. These 2, everything has me intrigued here. Who am I kidding? But yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. 2 beer meals in one night, a bunch of mystery beers. That puts me up to 7 mystery beers, which is very, very cool. Just because, like I said, I haven't done a bunch of them. Just because I haven't had them to do. I can't really do them myself. It's kind of cheating if you do mystery beers yourself. Like, even if I get them, like if I ask my wife to set up some mystery beers, she would have to like go to the store, find a single, wrap it up, and then bring it home. Like, now if I buy beers or she brings home beers and wraps one up, I kind of have like a shooter chance at guessing what it is because I'm like, oh, I saw. Wait, I think it might be one of those. So you kind of have to have other people to do it. And it's been a minute, so I'm kind of pumped to do it. So now I'm kind of nervous. Now I got to do a live mystery beer. Maybe I'll crash and burn. Those are the best ones. So thank you very much, Cameron. Thank you very much, Cameron's dad. Thank you very much, Corey, and everybody for chilling, hanging, watching, reaching out, spreading the beer love, the whole 9, man. Especially now since, I purposely don't do as much beer-wise, just for the sake of, living life. Beer is still a big portion of my life, and I love the crap out of it, but now it's just doing a little bit less. Means a little bit more, I'm a little bit more svelte. Have a little bit more pep in my step. Lost a couple of lbs. And, yeah. I'm pumped. So I'm going to cut it quits here. so I can regroup, get that sucker proper temp, and then we'll be back. Give it, like I said, give it about a half an hour. So maybe like quarter to 9 Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna do a live mystery beer, courtesy of Cameron and Cameron's dad. So thank you everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate everybody kind of chiming in, commenting, the whole nine. And yeah, see you in about a half an hour, y'all. Cheers.